Great Lakes Prepping here, coming to you from beautiful northern Michigan on a beautiful Friday morning. The sun's shining, the birds are singing, and I can't think of any other place that I'd rather be than right here today. This particular place right here is one of the spots that I spend a fair amount of time, usually during hunting season, but I've been trying to make an effort to get up here more often. In general, I just love the scenery. You can see behind me here these rolling hills, and kind of off that way is the forest, and it's just a beautiful place. No sounds of traffic or really human beings in general at all. Just the singing birds and wind in the trees and all that stuff. So there's not any real particular scope to this video. It's more of a check-in. There is something kind of exciting to talk about, and that's that by the time this video goes live, my YouTube channel will have reached 10,000 subscribers. Now, obviously, in the grand scheme of YouTube, that's not that much. A lot of awesome prepper channels have tons and tons more subscribers than that, as do all other types of channels. But I gotta say, when I started this channel, well, I guess about 5 years ago, I had really no plans for it. It was just to put a couple of videos up to maybe, if nothing else, catalog some of the things that I've done and some of the knowledge that I've acquired. And as I've gotten more interest from you guys, more subscribers, more interactions, more feedback, I've just kept making more and more videos, mostly about the things that I know or enjoy. And slowly but surely we've creeped all the way up to 10,000 subscribers, and that's pretty wild. For me, that's kind of crazy to think that 10,000 people saw me and said, I want to see more of what this guy has to say. That's nuts. I'm not even sure I want to hear more about what I have to say. But anyway, it's a big honor to me, and I really want to express my appreciation to all you guys for liking what I'm doing. That just means a lot to me, and it's the reason that I keep doing it. You know, a lot of people can make money making videos like this and make a living doing it, and that's certainly not me, and that's not this channel. If one day it ever got to that point, well, I guess that would be an incredible opportunity. But for now, it the little bit of revenue that these videos bring in more or less pays for the technology and the stuff that I have to buy anyway to make the videos. So it all evens out, and it's pretty much a hobby, and one that I guess almost sort of kind of pays for itself. So I guess you can't go wrong there. You know, it's kind of weird to think about in the last year and a half since the whole COVID thing started, and the shutdowns and lockdowns and all that. It's been pretty rotten for most people, and I haven't particularly enjoyed most of it. But a weird side effect of that whole thing was that prepper channels got a big boost in popularity on YouTube. All of a sudden, a whole lot of people quite immediately realized that they didn't have any kind of preparedness plan or stock of common essential things like food and toilet paper. There was definitely a big surge in viewers and subscribers a little over a year ago, and it's been pretty steadily growing since then. So there was a huge jump in interest and subscribers and everything else between, we'll call it February of last year and now. And I've seen some other channels that started off a little bigger than mine go from, 10, 20,000 subscribers up to over 100,000 subscribers in that same amount of time. So it's just nuts. It's not that I think my channel in particular is so amazing that people are clamoring to it. It's the category of channel for sure, and it's nice to see the surge of new people that are taking an interest in all sorts of preparedness related things. Prepper minded people really like when more people get into it because well, not only do you want people to be safe and healthy and happy, but you can look at it from a pretty selfish point of view, and that the more preppers there are, the less unprepared people there will be to well, I guess basically be a threat to those who are prepared. If all your neighbors have a pantry full of food and everything else they need, they're probably not going to come kicking down my door because they heard that I do. So about 85,000 times a week, I think about the fact that I've pretty well outgrown the current property that I'm on. It's a great property. I love the house. Everything about it's fine. But I think I need something bigger, and I want to go even more remote. You know, I don't have much as far as neighbors go. I've got lots of room to work with and do what I've been doing so far. But I really want to start getting into kind of expanding the operation. My ultimate end game is to basically run a small farm. And I think that's probably a long-term objective of, or really like the end game of prepping in general, to have a homestead or a farm or something in between. And coming up here to spend some time, you know, gets me thinking about what kinds of features of a property that I want and that I need. I love this property here. Pretty much everything you see, you know, in the background here is all part of this same property, and it's beautiful and amazing, especially in deer hunting season or any other kind of hunting season maybe. But it's not as practical, I think, for a homestead. So I don't think this is the exact spot where I would want to do that. The rolling hills and the terrain is very pretty, but it's not that functional. For building things, for growing crops, for having animals graze, any of that stuff, it's really kind of a hindrance. So this might just end up staying the sort of hunting property. And the quest will soon be on to find the new property. And of course, this is just the worst time that I could be doing that, because everybody else in the country has had the same idea. So many new homesteads have been acquired, built, established in the last year or so. And because of all the weirdness of last year, I'm sure you've seen housing and property prices in general have skyrocketed just into insane territory. And what that does mean is I could sell my current house for an absurd amount of money, more than I probably would ever have any business getting. But what does that mean? Well, that means that I sell it for an absurd amount, and then I have to turn around and then buy something else for a different absurd amount. So, you know, people are predicting they're going to have another housing crash, or the bubble on this whole thing is going to burst, et cetera, et cetera. So I guess the ideal scenario would be sell my current house now, live in a van down by the river for a couple years until everything crashes, and then scoop something else up at a great price. I just don't know about how that's going to work out. I'm not a big fan of the idea of living in the van down by the river. I like having my own space and my own property, and distance between me and other people that is definitely mine. Plus, I want a place to have all my stuff. So we'll see how that unfolds. You know, nothing's gonna happen immediately, but I hope before entirely too long, this channel's gonna start getting some great new opportunities for content with the Great Lakes Homestead, so to speak. So that's really about it. Like I said, there wasn't any specific reason for this video. Just wanted to sort of check in, say hi, thank everyone for subscribing and watching since we kind of hit this 10,000 subscriber milestone. You know, I'm not a real excitable guy. I don't kind of overflow with visible emotions, positive or negative, but I really am thrilled about it, and it's definitely elating to me to hit this subscriber milestone, because it means people like what I'm doing, and I'm gonna keep doing it. And while I'm up here on this beautiful land, I'm gonna make a few more videos, a couple of bushcraft videos that I've been putting off forever. Do some cooking videos too. We've got some good meals planned up here, so I might as well share that, because who doesn't love watching other people cook delicious food? So that's it. Keep an eye out for the new videos coming soon, and until next time, this is Great Lakes Prepping.